Throughout the ages, there exist quiet but courageous groups of heroes who love and cherish the lives of all beings. With their great compassion, these enlightened individuals have a clear-sighted understanding that, like human beings, animals are also sentient and capable of feeling love, courage, protectiveness, pain, sorrow, and a range of other emotions. These individuals are heroes because they go against the current trends and social norms to live their lives as compassionate vegetarians.
Have you noticed any difference in your surfing or your music or anything else after you became vegetarian? Or?
Absolutely. Well, of course, the dairy, going off the dairy, my health improved. After that, going off meat, I had to kind of get used to, I eat a lot anyway, just by nature. I eat a lot. I burn a lot of calories, obviously. I'm always active, whether it's the music or even was running or now surfing. And once I kind of got used to it, it was great, and my body just feels so amazing. And I think I mentioned to you earlier that surfing, I'll surf 2.5 hour, 3-hour sessions, and that's before I even eat. So I wake up energized. I go out in the water, I'm energized even more. And then I get out of the water, and then I eat some breakfast, and then I have lunch and dinner. You also mentioned the music. I think it's given me a clearer head. I feel more clear. I feel more clean. I don't know if that makes any sense to you.
Yes, it does. You're more in touch with your music.
I am. I think it allows me to be more spiritually in touch with the music that I'm playing and performing for people. When I first became vegan, it was for animals. It was ethical reasons, animals. And then it became health. And then I realized, wow, the environment. And I think any little bit that anybody does, eliminate one meat meal a day. It's hard for some people to just go full vegan. Some people maybe just vegetarians. My sister Leslie, she and her husband are vegetarian Monday through Thursday. They eat completely vegetarian. They don't stress about it on the weekends. If they end up at a barbecue, then they don't have anxiety. But their goal is to become completely vegetarian. But for them, this is their plan, and this works for them. And I think it's wonderful. And I think, any little bit that anybody can do it will help. It will help your health, help the animals, and the environment. And don't quote me, but I did hear that, with people buying hybrids, that if you also started eating a plant-based diet, you could make just as much as an impact on the environment as going out and getting a hybrid and driving a hybrid. Yeah.
Even greater, they say.
Even greater. Okay, yes. So I was informed right. Yeah. And I just think, wow. So I just, I encourage people, even when people go out with me, I introduce them to my vegetarian restaurants and where I eat, and that's one more thing that they realize. Oh, wow, I could eat the black bean tostadas instead of the chicken quesadilla when I go out for Mexican food or whatever, and just a little bit at a time. And I think it makes a big difference. What I've learned just from growing up, I mean, this isn't even about being vegetarian or being a surfer or a musician, but just in general, and from experiencing life, is that everybody, every single person on the planet have the same basic needs, the same just basic desires, shelter, food, water, and to be loved. Yeah. And then I take it, a step further to feel welcome, to feel a part of. And I try to live my life that way every day, thinking that, it's not that, we're American or in China or Taiwan where I've lived before. We all have the same basic needs. And I think if we, as a whole, just show common courtesy and respect for our fellow beings, which means human beings and critters, I call them critters. America, Taiwan, Iraq, everywhere. Wow, it would just be such a more pleasant, peaceful place to live. And even though I'm just one person right here in Santa Monica, California, and I surf and play violin, if I can share that sort of feeling with the next person and show them common courtesy and respect, wow, maybe they could do that to the next person and the next person, and I think that could go a long way. So that's probably my final thought, would just to say, yeah, respect. Just respect the earth, respect people, respect animals, respect everything.
Buddha, St. Francis of Assisi, Kim Basinger, Paul McCartney, Leonardo da Vinci, Shania Twain, Leo Tolstoy, Muhammad Ali, Albert Einstein, Alicia Silverstone, Gwyneth Paltrow, Bill Walton, Tobey Maguire, Christy Turlington, Joaquin Phoenix, Pamela Anderson, Carrie Underwood, Dustin Hoffman, and Natalie Portman. What do some of these distinguished people of the past and present have in common? They represent the circle of the vegetarian and vegan elite. As some of the most gifted and accomplished people in the world, they are noble examples of compassion and wisdom.
To me, we don't have a right to be cruel to anything or anyone, the environment, the animals, each other, our families.
We're both vegan. We practice compassion in ways that inform who we are in our life.
So keep in good company with the noble circle of vegetarian and vegan elite.